Hello everyone out there, welcome back for another video. Hope you are doing well and having a great day. First up, Austria plans to regulate Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies like gold and derivatives. So Austria's finance ministry said that it intends to regulate Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies similarly to how it currently governs gold and derivatives trading, and it hopes the European Union will do the same. So at this point in our lives, the consensus is that governments have figured out that they cannot control the cryptocurrencies themselves, so they're trying to figure out a way to pretty much put a lid on the jar while they still can, and this pretty much comes down to them trying to control how it passes from country to country, which they still cannot do. So we've heard a lot about taxation in this. They keep mentioning that they're trying to do this from stopping money launderers, which I think is kind of weird that we are told what we can do with our own money, and also to stop terrorist funding, etc., etc. So this seems to be the next line of how do I say this lightly, of what is to come pretty much from different countries. I don't think it's a bad thing. Like I said, I think they're still looking for a way to properly do this. So it's just something that other countries are expecting to do, so we can't exactly fault them because they are used to being in power. So this is what they're going to do. Sorry once again. But this is pretty much what's going on in Austria, and we've heard news a couple days ago about what Germany and France plans on doing. I don't think anything harsh will come of it. I think it'll pretty much come down to stopping ICOs and trying to halt the flow of money going in and out of exchanges, but I think we're a couple years off from that happening. Bank of America is in the news because they have pretty much stated that they believe that cryptocurrencies are a risk. They have finally come out and admitted it. I believe this was a paper that was passed around but is now public. And they pretty much said that they are concerned with the fact that how popular cryptocurrencies are becoming. And if other institutions pretty much start picking up on cryptocurrencies and picking up where they are slacking off, that they will eventually lose money, which is true. This is why we've seen a couple of other banks come forward and say, yeah, we are now opening up accounts for people who have cryptocurrencies. They've made these for the richest of us and the poorest of us, as they're trying to get the entire crowd together, because they see that this is a money-making opportunity as the prices of cryptos will continue to rise and we eventually do hit a multi-trillion-dollar market. Crypto will then be worth, and is already worth more, a couple of countries around the world. So if they can figure out a way to charge you like they already charge you for your normal bank accounts and say that it's a safe way, whatever, you guys kind of get what I'm trying to say. But they realize that there's competition out there and they are falling behind. So I would not be surprised if by the end of this year, we see kind of a turnaround from Bank of America and a couple of other banks. We've already seen it from JP Morgan multiple times. They're praising Bitcoin like crazy now. By the end of this year, if we see banks like Bank of America pretty much opening their own crypto accounts or something to do with crypto, or them saying that they're not opposed to crypto, or them turning back on the entire thing with the credit card ban. We're going to try and see some sort of way that they're going to try to also profit from the money that people are making in crypto. And to be realistic, people are going to follow them. People are going to be like, oh yeah, they were the bad guys, but now they are the good guys. But it's just kind of how it is. People go with names that are trusted, and Bank of America is a very big bank in America, for those who do not know. But it's very interesting to see that there was a document that was put out there where they pretty much have come forward and they were saying, yeah, we're scared. But like I said, they're going to figure out a way to profit just like everyone else. Some good news, or what I think is pretty much good news. Malaysia's central bank has said that they are going to let the public decide on cryptocurrencies. The head of Malaysia's central bank has firmly stated that the fate of cryptocurrencies in the country depends on the public adopting them, adding it would neither ban nor recognize cryptocurrencies. We don't really care if they recognize it or not. They're going to exist whether they put a golden hat on it or not. But I think this is very important, because I think this is exactly what should be done with every other country. It will not happen in every other country, but I hope that some other countries lean towards what they're doing. Pretty much, if it is going to survive, it is going to survive. If at some point we're all like, I don't want to do this anymore, this is absolutely horrible, and we all put in our hats and we're like, okay, we're completely done with this, and cryptocurrency dies, then let it die. There should be no one who tells us exactly what we can and cannot do. I see more of a future where they kind of not corral people, but, where they try to help us. If this is something that is actually horrible for us and we should know the entire facts, then tell us. But no one has given us any steadfast facts for what it is. They kind of keep saying it. It's the same thing with money laundering and terrorism. And there was a thing that was just done. I think they found a couple hundred cases. Can't remember which country. I want to say Japan, where money laundering was a problem. And it turns out that it was 0.17% of the entire economy that was affected by this when it came down to money laundering. It was 0.17% was cryptocurrencies, and everything else was in their native currency. And we know that the US dollar is still the king when it comes to money laundering. Not to get into all of that, but I think this is really great. So basically what was said, he said, basically, we will let the cryptocurrency promoters, including Bitcoin, Ethereum, and Ripple, to be more transparent. The methods to be more transparent, and people behind the scene are to be more transparent too. The central bank chief stated, hinting at introducing some fundamental guidelines for the cryptocurrency sector to operate in Malaysia. This is to be expected. They're doing this with every single country when it comes down to exchanges, etc., etc. They want to know what money is passing in and out, but the fact that they are not banning it or recognizing, I think is exactly what should be done. Except for when it comes to something like ICOs, because people are actually losing money from that. But when it comes down to normal cryptocurrencies that are passing between people, however speculative they may be, I think that we should be the ones who decide. And I think that anyone who should kind of give some type of guidelines are the people who created the coins themselves. They should say what the coins are for, what the purpose of the coin is, and what it is going forward, etc., etc. Hope you understand what I'm saying with that. Very good job, Malaysia, even though whatever the case might be. Continuing on. So this guy, scrolling down, it's a very bright photo of him. This guy, pretty much, not to get into the entire thing, he was recently on Bloomberg and he was talking about how he was in the ETF industry and how he loved traditional markets, and he was looking for something that was not futuristic, but he was looking for something more modern and obviously something to profit from, and he found that crypto was the best thing in the entire world for him right now. So he pretty much stated something that I've tried to say in other videos, but I didn't want to be too aggressive. A lot of people I've noticed in the comment section or on other people's videos, impatience is the word. A lot of people have not been in the crypto space for a long time. Between the years of 2012 to 2016, markets did not move. If you look at the charts, we were lucky if anything went up by like about 5 or 6%. That was like a very good day for us. A lot of people are very skeptical of the market and they think that they should be having these huge upticks in price. When you hear good news about something, people expect a 290% rise in profits. He says it, and I will say it again. You have to understand that this is all very, very, very new technology. The reason why tons of people aren't falling over themselves to get into this is because we've seen in the past other people have said that they have created technology and it didn't pan out very well. So everyone's very skeptical, but obviously they want to get in on this because they also want to make money. But you have to understand, news or bad news, regardless, whatever the case might be, this is still very new and it may take us 10, 20, 50 years to get to proper adoption and where it's actually integrated in every single thing that we do. We are still very early in this stage and we are very early investors. So the things in the money that we've seen that have come into cryptocurrencies and the price explosions that we have seen are still the very beginning. So just pretty much being, how do you say this? Take it easy. Stop being so stressed all the time. I understand that there's tons of great news and the coin that you may be invested in hasn't gone up by 35,000% in the last 3 months, but things take time. Like I always say, we will one day be telling our kids that we got these coins for so cheap. This is still the beginning. I don't know what more I can say on this every single time. But yeah, just go along for the ride. I hope you guys are enjoying everything that cryptocurrencies has to offer. And this is only the very beginning. Hope you guys realize that. All right, everyone. That is going to do it for this video. Very quiet weekend when it comes to news. Weekends are always very quiet when it comes to cryptocurrency news, simply because I think everyone's kind of sleeping the entire weekend off. I think this upcoming week has to do, I think there's some sort of conference coming up, and I think this is also the week where the European Union will be discussing cryptocurrencies in the Union. Like I said, it's all going to probably come down to everything with ICOs and exchange regulations, right? I was looking at the photos as I was passing by and completely lost my track. Anyway, yeah, right. Hope you guys are having a great weekend. I hope you guys enjoyed. Hope you guys are having a great day wherever you are, wherever you might be. I will talk to you all soon. Hope you guys have a great day. And yeah, see ya.